Soul Garden. Live, love, be.
Hey there, Gemini, and welcome now to Tuesday. Well, creative thinking is in the works for you today, but also you might feel a little vulnerable emotionally. Let's start with the thinking part, your favorite topic. Venus is ruling the day, and the sun today is still in the house of basic belief structure and processing and higher knowledge for Geminis. So you're acquiring knowledge right now. And with Venus ruling the day, it means you're really creative about how to acquire more knowledge or just about putting all of your knowledge together. So it's a great creative day where the two twins compare notes and really get some big belief structure stuff going for you. So that's good. Now Venus itself is actually ahead in Pisces in the house of career for you. So I would not be too surprised that all this belief structure work has to do with career. And speaking of career, you know, right now Mercury and Uranus are beginning to conjunct, both in Pisces, both in the house of career for you. What that means is you've got some brilliant moves ahead if you really pay attention when it comes to strategy with your career or saying the right thing to the right person at the right time. The universe is lining up for you to make some brilliant moves in the next few days or so, really thinking outside the box, something that's so obvious that people aren't saying those kind of thoughts with Mercury and Uranus conjuncting in the house of career. So it's time to make your play, Gemini, and you won't have this kind of opportunity with the winds blowing in this direction for a full another year. So don't hesitate. Move on it, Gem. All right, now moving around the solar system, the moon today has moved into Capricorn. Now last night while we were sleeping, the moon conjuncted Pluto in the house of long-term relationships. That was a spiritual opportunity for Geminis to shed emotional damage or baggage or spiritual plaque, however you want to look at it, that has to be centered around the old Gemini, the way Geminis used to be in long-term relationships. So you had some shedding to do. Now the moon has moved into a very vulnerable spot. It's in the house of basically intimacy. This is where we draw boundaries, where we really kind of create the line between us and the other side. So you might feel a bit vulnerable today. You might associate it with the Moon-Pluto conjunction, but whether or not that happened, you would still feel vulnerable today. Definitely a good time to connect to someone you're in love with. Also a good time to really pray to someone who's passed away. Just realize you're vulnerable emotionally for 36 hours. All right, Gemini, that's all I have for Tuesday. See you tomorrow with more soul horoscopes. Live, love, be.
Soul Garden.